In my previous videos, I gave you a movie review of Royal Preacher Part 1 and Part 2, where the princess left their tradition and became the preacher of the gospel. So if you watch Part 1, she was a completely changed person, preaching the gospel from one market square to another, telling people to change from their old ways. Then in Part 2, they gave us a flashback where she was so strong in her tradition. She was commanding, everybody was scared of her. And she gave an order for the priest who came to preach the gospel in the palace to be beaten and locked up. And that priest was still locked in prison. So now in part 3 and part 4, the story continues, right? Her stubbornness, being rooted in her gospel, and the father pleading for her to change continue. So if you love a strong Nollywood movies full of emotion, culture, and family issues, then Royal Preacher Part 3 and Part 4 is out. It's a great movie choice for you to watch, okay? So especially for Christians who just abandon the normal old tradition, their normal old life, and they want to root themselves into Christianity. They want to follow Christ with their full body, soul, and spirit. Then this movie is good for you to watch, okay? Because Lizzy Gold, who is the princess here, is so radical in her faith that nothing shakes her, nothing moves her. So this 2025 movie is very interesting and easy to follow, an easy story that all of us can relate with. Now, Lizzy Gold acts so well in this film. I love her acting skills so much. She makes the story feels real and touching. So the movie talks about family tradition and having the courage to stand for what you believe in. Like what you believe in, you stand with your full chest. Nobody, no matter the wind that blows, you say, you know what, I die here. That is Lizzy Gold in this movie. So the movie shows how old customs and modern life can clash inside a royal family. You know, royal family are so rooted in tradition that for somebody to be converted from that tradition to a Christian lifestyle, you know that the Holy Spirit is involved, right? So the story is not confusing and it keeps you watching from the beginning to the end. You know, if you see a poster of a movie and your favorite actors and actresses are there, especially those radical actors and actresses that gives you their all, right? Then you're going to grab your popcorn, grab anything chewable and anything drinkable and hold your seatbelt to watch that movie to the end. The locations of this movie is beautiful. The music fits the scene, and every actor adds something important to the movie. The talking is simple, emotions, and the movie just moves. It moves in peace and pace. Very easy for you to relate and understand. So for me, what makes this movie special, this part 3 and 4 special, is the message. It makes you think about how times are changing and how people must choose between tradition and their own beliefs, right? So in short, Royal Preacher Part 3 and Part 4 gives you a strong story, a great acting, and a deep meaning. So if you didn't watch the earlier part 1 and part 2, then you should go and watch it so that you will be able to understand part 3 and part 4. So go and enjoy this movie. Give me your favorite scene, your favorite actors and actresses, then rate part 3 and part 4 on 10. So if you're ready to see how the story ends, press play and enjoy the powerful movie. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in my next movie review.